Hello and welcome to Connected episode 607. I am your annual chairman, Stephen Hackett, and I'm joined by my friend, Mike Hurley.
Hello, everybody. My name is Mike Hurley, and I have the pleasure of introducing the defending and potentially losing keynote chairman, Federico T.G. Hello, Federico.
Nice to hear from you remotely again, Mike. Hi.
Yes.
Yeah, we everyone is home from WWDC.
Yep.
Talk about that
I feel
more.
like part of my body is not returned with me currently.
Oh.
I'm not sure which part, but that is how I feel. I feel like it might be a part of my brain. I don't know, but I'm here anyway.
We got a lot to do today, but we do have just a touch of follow-up.
Sorry, Stephen. I had a quick follow-up thing that I just thought about because I remembered. Mike, can you please say on the show what you told me about my long-standing crusade about onions in California food?
Well, I mean, I don't remember the specific thing that you're saying. I did experience in person Federico's anger, I will say, for the onions in the food served at Apple Park.
Mm-hmm.
I will say, I tried a lot of the food at Apple Park, and it all tasted incredible. However, it was this one thing that I loved. It was like these noodles, this like little noodle pot. My mouth tasted of onions for the rest of the day.
And
It would have made Federico's ears shoot off the side of his head, I think.
Please tell the audience about the burger you got Tuesday night.
Oh, yeah, that was ridiculous. I've never seen anything like it. We went to this burger place. Like Eureka was the name of this place.
Yes.
And I just got their regular burger. It was an entire cross-section of an onion.
No.
It was like 12 rings of an onion.
It was
I was like, what are we doing?
It was like 1 centimeter thick. Onion.
Unbelievable. I've never seen anything like that before in a burger. It was like they just sliced through an onion and then just gave me the entire thing. I've never seen anything like it. I was honestly so annoyed that Federico was with me because it was like, well, now he's going to continue talking about this. And yes, here we are. He continues talking about it.
The
I've
onion
never
is now
seen
my,
that before.
The onion is now my green gate, Stephen.
So you know what? I might
obsessed.
agree actually that the Californians are crazy for onions. I might have to agree now.
What's the deal with onions in California? I don't
What's
know.
the deal?
Anyway, I'm sorry, Stephen.
No,
Please
you're
proceed.
good. We were speaking about anti-drone systems, and we didn't know how they worked. And
Yep.
listener C, it's just an initial,
Yep.
wrote in. No, this is why they just did initial. My
Yes, there
previous
you go.
job was actually testing anti-drone systems for the U.S. government.
Mm-hmm.
The general method is to bring them down was usually through disrupting the GPS or control signals.
That makes more sense. That you don't need to like shoot at them, but you destroy their like
Their
ability
brains.
to know where they are, and
Yeah.
they'll just fall out of the sky.
Yeah. Wow.
Watch your head, everybody.
Yeah, keep an eye on the sky, as they say.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Listener Steven wrote in.
Yep.
Could Mike please share where his amazing cardigans are from? They've been the highlight of WWDC this week.
I agree. I was doing my best to dress well, because the thing is, everybody at Apple PR are like the best dressed people you've ever seen in your life.
Yes.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
And so I felt like I wanted to up my game a little bit this week. And so they weren't cardigans as such. They're kind of like knitted polo shirts is the way I'd describe it. It's like a trend. I like it. Anyway, they were all from a company called Wax. And people often ask about the clothes from Wax. Like when me and Federico went to the London event, I wore a overshirt from Wax, and people always ask about that too. They're a British brand. They do really good work. And I've been wearing a lot of their stuff recently. So Wax London.
Hashtag not sponsored.
I wished.
But could.
They could. Even just me. Just send me free clothes, Wax, please. And I will continue to wear them, and I'll tag you in everything if I have to. I don't mind.
TheEnthusiast.net, brought to you by Wax.
Brought to you
Love
by
it.
Wax.
Love it. Yes.
Sounds
Yes.
pretty good.
Style me, please.
We need to talk about my WWDC because it did not go as
Steven,
planned.
how was your WWDC?
So I did not get a ticket or an invite, but I was going to go and hang out with people. Had a bunch of meetings. Good to see people. And my plan was to fly out of Memphis Sunday morning, get to California Sunday afternoon, and then to be set. I get up Sunday morning, I had not left the house yet, thankfully, but my flight was canceled due to weather at my like layover airport.
What time was that flight supposed to be?
Like 7 a.m. or something. I was up early. And again, thankfully I had not left the house, but I was like up, like getting ready. And I pick up my phone. It's like, oh, your flight has been canceled. And like, oh, we will work to automatically rebook you. I was like, great. It'll be in a few hours. It was not in a few hours. It was going to be the next morning, Monday morning. It's like, okay, well, that's not ideal. It was going to have me landing basically during the keynote, which, like, again, not ideal, but I'd be at the hotel Monday, late afternoon, still get to like relay how to dinner Monday night, still get to go to the talk show, get to have meetings with people. So get up Monday morning, getting ready to go to the airport, and it happens again. Monday morning flight canceled. We will rebook you on a future flight. The flight that they wanted to put me on then would get me coming into San Jose at like midnight Monday night. And at that point, I just pulled the ripcord. I was like, I can't fly across the country because I had to come home Thursday. Like that, I couldn't extend my trip. And I was like, I'm not flying across the country for effectively 2 days. Just doesn't make any sense. So
no, you called me and it's like, I said to you, you'd be here for like 36 hours.
Yeah.
And you'd be leaving again.
Yeah.
Which is like, that's
I
not
have
good.
done that before. I did that. I got to go to the iPhone 15 event, and that's how I did it because it was the week before the Podcastathon that year.
Yeah.
And I literally was in California.
Different.
Yeah. Different.
Yeah.
And so thankfully, so at first American were just going to like give me flight credit. It was like, I don't fly a lot anymore. I need my money back. And they agreed. And then I called the hotel in Cupertino. And I was like, I'm going to have to pay, $1,000 or something. Cause like they took the first night off my reservation for free, which I already wasn't eligible for because it was like within the 24-hour window or whatever they had. So I called him back, the next day. I'm like, hey, I'm actually not coming at all. And she was like, okay, like we'll cancel your reservation. I was like, how much am I going to get billed for this? She's like, oh, don't worry. We're just going to take care of it. I was like, I could have hugged this person. Like if I had been in person, I think I would have thrown my arms around them because it was like I had been so defeated at this point about trying to get to California. So not out any money, thankfully, but did not get to see y'all.
To shout out the hotel chain.
Yes, it is. It's on It's like Main Street, Cupertino. I'm looking. Events and travel.
You don't need to give the exact location.
It is Residence Inn by Marriott, 19429 Stevens Creek Boulevard, Cupertino, California, 95014.
Sponsored by.
Okay, great. So next,
my confirmation number was no. I'm just kidding.
Now you know where Steven's going to stay. So if you need to find Steven next year, this is where he'll be.
Maybe.
Yeah, but that's pretty great of them to do that.
Super cool of them. So I did not get to see anybody, which made me very sad. I was at home, but got to watch the keynote. I've watched a lot of sessions. It was very productive.
I don't think anyone has watched more sessions than you. It's kind of unbelievable. The man has been sending link. I
know.
The last 3 days.
I had a friend over last night just to catch up.
Did you make him watch the session?
I did. I was like, hey, do you know about the retention API in App Store Connect? Because we've been trying to get together and I was going to be out of town. So I texted him, I was like, hey, I'm actually in town. I'd love to hang out tonight. And so he came over at like 8. He's like, you look really tired. I'm like, yeah, my brain is oatmeal. So a few people sent messages like, hey, I haven't seen you in any pictures. Like, everything okay? I was like, yeah, I'm not there. So I missed you both. And I'm very sad about that.
Yeah. Same.
But
we
have more things to talk about.
Sorry, I just want to state for the record that I was nodding. And then when you're like, when Federico was like, same about being sad to not see you, I don't want it to be like I just ignored that. I was just sitting here nodding, which is not great for a podcast. So I felt like I had to also, maybe I could go like nod.
Dodge that bullet,
Yeah. So that was important to know.
Didn't see Steven. Okay. We had a bit of a conversation the other day about the platform State of the Union, which everybody listens to Appley podcast knows. It's sort of a secondary keynote Monday afternoon. It's where they get into like it's the presentation where they put code on screen. They don't put code on screen at WWDC very often, but they do at the Platform State of the Union. And I watched it and understood, a solid like 75% of it. At some point they were talking
Pretty
about
good.
like pointers, and I was like, I don't know what that does. But then I had a situation when they released what they're calling Dub Dub Daily, which is like the daily
We're
recap
already
video.
into a bad place here.
It is. It is.
Dub Dub.
Dub Dub Daily. Our friend Serenity did it for years. Did other people do
I don't
it this
know
year?
if it was called Dub Dub Daily. Though,
I don't think.
No,
I think it was like
wasn't.
recap or something.
Yeah.
And I discovered that Apple refers to the State of the Union as SOTU.
Who doesn't?
So this is what I said. I said that they call it SOTU. I'm switching to Android. And Federico responded, wait, what do you guys call it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So I feel like I have never heard anybody say SOTU before.
No.
But this year, I heard so many people
it's
saying,
all the acronyms of Apple Park. SOTU, SJT, TRC.
I was using SJT a lot
Yeah.
to people because it is a bit much to write the Steve Jobs
Steve Jobs
theater all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But so I've seen it, as Kate points out, I've also seen as an acronym, SOTU.
I've seen
a lot,
it.
Yeah, but
like
also
WWDC.
spoken as the acronym.
Yeah.
I thought it was normal.
But isn't it
what?
technically SOTU?
SOTU.
SOTU.
Because it's
What?
not called State of the Union, right? It's
Platform.
Platform State of the
The
Union.
P is silent. Like
Nah, everybody
right.
just call it SOTU.
SOTU,
Like everybody
Brute.
just. Nobody says, "Oh, I'm going to watch the Platform State of the Union."
See, I would naturally call it platforms. That's what I would call it. Like just that's because I don't like SOTU in the same way that I don't like Dub Dub.
Yeah.
Like I don't.
Dub Dub
Federico,
Daily.
do you say Dub Dub?
No,
Yeah. So why do you say SOTU?
I don't know because it's convenient. Because WW you can just say the conference or like
You say
can use it-
WWDC, right?
or I say WWDC.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess it's just I've seen the acronym so much over the years, and then I personally just started saying SOTU, and I thought it was normal.
In Italian, is 2U.
In Italian, would be SOTU.
No, like TU. Do you
Yeah.
say is that you? As
Tu.
in
It
like
means you. It means you. Tu.
So really,
Yes.
you're saying so you. Like it's like wow, we're going levels deep now. So you?
Yes. So you. Yes.
So you.
Yeah. Anyway, Steven was very surprised.
I
I'm
was.
upset. I
I-
think
Kind of. I mean, you're switching to Android, right?
Yeah.
it's a shame.
You did, and
Okay.
then you called me a human text expander, which was a
Yes.
very funny comment from you.
Yes,
Yeah.
because I said I said so. Your mouth is incapable of speaking an acronym, like the letters just don't come out. And then I said you're like a human text expander.
You know.
Genuinely excellent burn on your part.
Mhm.
So it is early, but we are professionals. So I wanted to check in and see what people are doing for betas.
Oh, all in.
I've put beta 1 on my iPhone, maybe for the first time ever.
Sweet
Okay.
Moses.
Yeah.
Beta 1
yeah.
on my phone, beta 1 on my watch, beta 1 on the iPad, beta 1 on the Mac.
Yeah, get it, boy.
Yes, get it. The only thing that has not been upgraded, well, two things: tvOS,
He forgot the
tvOS.
other one.
tvOS, and my Mac Studio server, because that's
Oh.
gotta stay stable.
What about your
you
Vision
did forget
Pro?
one, Vision OS.
Vision OS. I'm sorry, and
Yeah,
Vision
that's
OS.
the one. He actually forgot more than I thought he did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one I thought that you said you forgot about.
Yeah. Mike,
No.
I hope you're running tvOS because you have to get your review in order.
No, Federico fired me.
I fired him.
I'd
He
hire you.
replaced me.
We had
I
a
can
whole-
pay you.
We had a whole
in,
talk with HR and everything.
It was
Yeah.
rough.
I can
rough.
pay you in page views and exposure if you want to write one for 512.
No.
All
No.
right, let's talk about
You should know Stephen Mike was fired for misconduct.
Oh no!
So-
Oh no!
Don't tell him.
So
There's an NDA.
so
He's
there's
not
that.
supposed to say anything about
so
it.
there's that. Do
He,
with
he
that
was
what you
caught
will.
with a Roku in his bed.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we had to get
Oh,
legal
man.
involved. OTJ came in. It was a whole
Yeah.
mess. Yeah.
Yeah. It's terrible. That man can be tough when he needs to be.
So you have it on your phone, Mike. Anything else?
Man. No, not yet. But I put it on my phone this time because I wanted to try Siri AI, right?
Yeah.
And I figured if I actually want to try it, I have to put it on my phone. Like, I can't put it on a second device. Also, I don't have a second device to put it on. I have a second phone, but I can't put betas on that phone because it's the phone that I use to take images and video for Widgetsmith. And so that would be a bad idea, right?
Agreed.
To either A, in case something doesn't work, or B, in case the operating system looks different.
Yeah. I was like, well, why is the reflections all different?
I can't do that. And so then it's like, well, I could put it on my iPad, but I don't use my iPad all the time. And so it's like, no, I'm going to put it on my phone and I'm just going to go for it. Plus, I'd heard quite a few people say that it was a very stable beta, and I will agree. Like, it's not perfect. Like, some stuff is weird. Autocorrect seems to stop working in some places.
That
Don't know why.
That could be an improvement, honestly.
Not for me, it ain't. Oh boy. And so but in general, I think it is very stable, and like it doesn't feel as rickety as some betas would feel. I think on the talk show, Johanna Stern said it was somewhat similar to like a beta 3 in her opinion, and I would agree because that's usually when I jump on. So I just decided to go for it, and here I am. And as Underscore said, like worst comes to worst, I could just make the iPhone Air my main phone for a bit.
Yeah.
But then I would have to restore it and everything. It'd be a whole nightmare. But that's like a pure like escape hatch. But I think it's going pretty good. So I would say like if people are curious, like I think it's worth giving a go. Like if you really want to try it, I'm not going to be one of these podcasters that tells you not to do it. I'm going to be one that tells you to actually do it. I think everybody should put Beta 1 on their iPhone. That's my advice for you, man. Steven, are you doing anything?
So
you must have done.
I have macOS Golden Gate on my downstairs computer, the MacBook Neo.
Okay.
And I have iOS 27 on a secondary device. And you're right. You can't, there's like nothing on that phone. And so it's like, tell me about things. And it's like, there's nothing on this phone. Like I can't tell you about anything. And so my primary usage so far has been on Golden Gate, which also feels very stable. That makes me worry about Dev Beta 2. It's like that's going to be the one that all hell breaks loose. But
yeah, I get that could be the same for all of them, really.
Yeah,
like there's some weirdness, right? Like
sure.
Writing tools, just I can't find it.
So on the Mac, at least for me on the Neo, the spotlight window just slowly inches its way to the right the longer it's open.
Oh yeah.
It's like, where are you going, buddy? Come back.
It's looking for an external display. It's like there has to be one. You know,
I need more pixels.
The screen's too small.
So yeah, I will put it on my carry phone. Historically, I've done that in the public beta season. So
and I don't know if I needed to, but I changed my region to the US, and I think it helped with some of the Siri stuff. What's really interesting is there is no Apple Intelligence settings anymore.
It's all Siri.
I can find.
It's all
Siri. It's called Siri, but if you search Apple Intelligence in the settings, it says Apple Intelligence and Siri.
Yeah.
It's
it's probably just
name.
a label, a change. In the UI.
But there's way less settings than there used to be. And also, if I set my region to the US, then I get the better voice. You can't customize the voice right now. They just have 2 that you can choose from, but it does sound much better. And it took over 12 hours for me to even get the settings notification that it was indexing. So
yes,
indexing seems to be quite important for the new Siri. So I'd say anybody that does install it, just kind of bear in mind that there's a bit of a wait. And I would also say if you are not in the US, set your region to the US. And I think it kind of helps. This was very similar to Apple Intelligence in 2024. Like you had to do all of these things. So I've had to find how to change my Apple Watch to say 24-hour time, which I found.
This episode of Connected is brought to you by Fitbod. When you want to change your fitness level, it can be hard to know where to start. That's why I'm pleased to let you know that Fitbod is an easy and affordable way to build a fitness plan just for you. Because everyone's fitness path is different, Fitbod uses data to make sure they're customizing things exactly to suit you, adapting as you improve, so each workout will be challenging, pushing you to make the progress you want. Superior results are achieved when a workout program is tailored to your body, experience, environment, and goals, which are all stored in your Fitbod gym profile. It tracks your muscle recovery so you can avoid burnout and keep up your momentum. Because muscles improve when working in concert with the entire muscular system, so overworking some while underworking others can negatively impact your results. This also means you're never going to get bored as the app mixes up your workouts with new exercises, rep schemes, supersets, and circuits. Fitbod builds the best possible workout by combining AI with exercise science. They've analyzed billions of data points that have been fine-tuned by certified personal trainers. One of my favorite things in the app is the hundreds of demonstration videos. There's actually more than 1,000 of them now. And that means if you're learning a new skill or a new movement, new workout, that you can know you're doing it correctly and safely. I really appreciate that about Fitbod. And there's a bunch of other great features. You have tracking charts, weekly reports. You have these cards you can share with your family and friends. And of course, it integrates with your Apple Watch, Wear OS smartwatch, and apps like Strava, Fitbit, and Apple Health. Personalized training of this quality can be expensive, but Fitbod is just $15.99 a month or $95.99 a year. You can get 25% off your membership by signing up at fitbod.me/connected. So go now and get your customized fitness plan at fitbod.me/connected, FITBOD, fitbod.me/connected for 25% off your membership. The Rickies is a game connected hosts play before Apple keynotes in the beginning of a new year, trying to predict future events. It's made up of 3 rounds. Each host makes 2 regular picks followed by a risky pick. Today we are judging our keynote Rickies for WWDC. The winner will be named the keynote chairman, and this position is held until the next keynote. Hosts are introduced at the top of each episode according to their current titles. In the event that a host has both positions, they shall be introduced as the Ricky Benchmen. After the Rickies, the host then play a game called the Flexies. These 2 games are separate but related. Please stand for the reading of the rules. Each host gets to make 2 regular picks. Correct regular picks are awarded 1 point. The language used for regular picks must be finalized and agreed upon during recording, and no partial points may be awarded. Risky picks have a more complex scoring system. Each host must make a pick with 3 supporting details. If you get all 3 details correct, you earn 2 points. If you get 2 details correct, you earn 1 point. 1 detail gets you 0 points, and if you get all 3 details wrong, you lose 1 point. And points are only awarded based on the details, not the overall pick. Picks made for Keynote Rickies cannot be reused by the host who made them for the next keynote. For Keynote Rickies, the scoring window starts when the live stream begins and closes when the picks are scored, which is now. Any information used in scoring must be publicly verifiable at the time of recording. All hosts are allowed to reuse picks previously made by others. Scoring is completed during recording and cannot be modified once an episode is complete. In the event of a tie, Dice by Pcalc must be used in relay mode to pick a winner. In the case of a 3-way tie, hosts all make their calls at the same time, with flipping continuing until a winner is named. Jason Snell used to have a lifetime ban, but now he doesn't. He can flip coins under direct supervision, basically, not out on his own. Don't do it on your own, Jason. The order of picks is set by previous performance. The winner of the previous associated game goes first. The previous loser goes last. Winners will be recognized during the closing ceremonies. Past results can be seen at rickies.co and rickies.net. These sites also have pages about managing your own scorekeeping at home. You may be seated.
So we got a lot of suggestions about bonus picks. We'll talk about those in a future episode.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So lots of people gave in suggestions. I actually have a couple of my own, but we won't talk about that today.
That's right. Good call. So, round 1, Federico, you are up.
Round 1, I said, Apple unveils a new Siri experience.
Indeed.
And I said, not graded, a chatbot UI, previous chats powered by Google. Yes, yes, yes.
Yes,
The
yes,
chatbot
yes.
UI, by the way. So by default, they have those big preview squares. You can turn it to just be a list view.
Yeah.
Which I
Yes.
much prefer, personally.
Yes.
It's more of what I'm looking for. Like,
Yeah.
so it just looks like a set of messages with titles. And the titles, you can choose them yourself, but Apple will choose them. And if your conversation kind of changes, it renames them for you. I found out earlier today, which is cool. So it's working all that out. And overall, I think Siri AI is very good. Like,
Yes.
very good.
Especially once it finishes indexing.
But even just like asking it world knowledge-y kind of questions. Like I've been kind of playing around with it and asking it some questions that I have already previously asked to ChatGPT and comparing the results. And like you would expect, they don't give the same result sometimes, but it's like I'm asking for recommendations for something. But the quality of the results are very similar, I think. So I've been very pleased with it so far. I think it's exceeded my expectations, but met my hopes. I think is probably how I'd put it. So I'm looking forward to using it more.
How do y'all feel about the big, like the UI at first, like the big black blob that's like really bright on the bottom edge?
Could do with some tweaking.
I think so too.
I like it, but I mean, obviously it isn't, but it doesn't feel like completely finished. Like it feels like it could be refined a little bit. But I like the animations and stuff. Yeah. What do you think, Federico?
I like it. I really like it. I think the bottom edge could use with maybe, I don't know, less transparency. But to be fair, I'm also using liquid glass on the left end of the slider, like all
you've gone all the
glassy.
way?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I'm going to
I
try it. I
love
was
liquid
thinking
glass,
about it,
man.
but I just left it as kind of the default for now because I wanted to see
Have
kind
some
of how
fun.
they
Who
end it.
cares about your eyesight? You know,
That's like a
Whatever.
really great point. Come on, baby,
Yeah.
burn me. All right,
Come
where
on,
are we?
come
Wow.
on.
Wow. Clear me, daddy. Okay.
Exactly. Oh, where is it? Appearance. Here we go.
Yeah,
Yes.
display, I think. It's really clever too. I put this on Mastodon, but both on the Mac and iOS and iPad OS, the little preview is actually like you can scroll the content in the preview so you can see how your setting will look with photo and or text under it. My one little point about this slider is I kind of think there should be different settings for light mode and dark mode. I think that it's just personal taste. I tend to like dark mode being a bit more clear, and it'd be cool if I could set that. But that's super minor. Overall, I'm very happy that they did this.
What do you think the like percentages of people that switch?
I think it depends on if it's on the onboarding flow or not, and I don't remember if it is. I'm not sure it is, but I don't remember.
Okay.
It'll
I
be low
don't.
though, I think.
I'm dark mode all the time.
Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Teachy and I,
Do you guys-
we flip flop, right?
We do.
Okay.
We do.
Interesting.
Yes.
All right, Mike, you're up.
Apple Intelligence gains grammar checking features. So again, I haven't seen these yet. Writing
Yeah,
tools
they're
is
broken.
Just
They're
disappeared.
there. They're there somewhere.
Do you think so?
The grammar checking?
Yeah, I mean, like in theory they are, but I can't find them in the operating system.
No, I cannot find them either, but
Yeah.
they showed them. So, I mean, it's obviously a point. It's just, I think the whole writing tools stuff at the moment, it's a little bit broken.
Yeah, like there should be I've seen images of a Siri icon on the keyboard.
Yeah.
I don't have that.
Yeah.
My HomePod is talking to me.
Oh
There you
no.
Yeah, sorry, HomePod. So yeah, it's interesting that I'm because I'm really keen to try those out. Like like Apple said that they're doing proofreading. They called it essentially while you type, and it can kind of give you a UI and show you suggestions. So yeah, I'm keen to see what they look like, but I haven't seen it yet.
My first round pick was that no new hardware is announced.
I thought you
True.
were going to lose that.
Really?
because keynote was so short, right? And
It
so
was
like
short.
it felt like they were gonna go somewhere else, and they just didn't. Instead, they just ended it. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, okay,
What was the
Okay.
runtime? It was like an hour, and
An hour and 11 minutes, maybe.
that's pretty
something
short.
like that. Yeah.
It's pretty short. Yeah, no new hardware, and we talked about it last week, but there's lots of reasons for this. There's the current state of the world when it comes to RAM and SSD availability. A lot of their hardware seems to be waiting on Siri AI, like the home control screen and the sort of products. Mark Gurman's fabled robot arm, which he really thinks is happening, but no hardware. So, and my guess is that we're not going to see any hardware until the iPhone. I think the Mac
Yeah.
line and the iPad are just going to kind of hang out for now. I don't think Apple could do much in the way of meaningful updates at the moment.
I think they're going to prioritize, right? Like they're going to put their resources where they need them.
I mean, they are
And-
now, right? You can get a MacBook Pro relatively quickly, but if you want a Mac
I mean, they're
Mini,
going to continue to.
Yeah.
Is what I mean.
okay, yeah.
Stephen Federico and I saw a demo
Mhm.
that included 4 Mac Studios, and they were linked together.
I saw photos of
There's
this. Yeah,
There's a phrase like RDM or RMD or something like that. They each had 512 gigabytes of RAM in them.
Yep.
Jeez.
So this machine had 2 terabytes of RAM.
Those sweet terabytes. I
Yeah.
saw in the same demo they loaded Kimi K26, which
Yeah,
is
this is what I saw
one of
too.
the arguably the biggest open source or local model at the moment, and they were able to ask 2 questions in 2 separate threads to Kimi K26 running on those 4 Mac Studios.
Which is just like they showed us graphs of the usage, like the machine usage, and just everything was firing up. It was unbelievable.
GPU goes brr.
Yeah,
It does.
it really did. It really did.
Yeah, I'll put a
Very
photo that Jason took on Mastodon in
Yeah.
the show notes. People can see it.
Yeah.
What a flex.
Yeah. I think was this Federico. You said like you don't even sell this computer anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I turned to the Apple sort of PR person overseeing the demo. It's like you guys don't sell this computer anymore, by the way. So it's cool that we're getting this. It's probably the last 4 Mac Studios left.
Yeah.
They don't have any more. They did this in the developer center too. They had them there. Someone told me
Yeah, so they have 8 at least.
they have 8.
Okay. Or maybe they just carried around those 4 Mac Studios.
Yeah. No, they're when they move them, someone is handcuffed to the case they're in.
Yes.
They're going for tens of thousands of dollars on eBay. I mean, that's $100,000 worth of computers.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Wild. Okay, so at the end of round 1, we're all tied up with 1 point each.
Shall we do round 2?
Please.
All right. I saw the camera app gets Siri/Apple Intelligence integration. Sure enough, that's the case. Visual intelligence is now baked into the camera. There's a Siri mode in the camera. The shutter button becomes the new Siri logo. If you long press the camera control to get into visual intelligence, you get into the camera app with Siri mode loaded by default, which means if you long press it by accident, you can swipe back to regular photo or video mode. It's all right there. They show demos of Siri scanning nutrition labels, scanning receipts, which if you are an Apple Pay Cash user in the US, you can then split the bill with other people, and just doing regular sort of visual integration with Siri and Siri AI. So good call, I think, moving away from the separate visual intelligence environment. I didn't ask, I forgot to ask what happened to the old third-party extensions for visual intelligence that effectively nobody was using. Let's see. If I long press, is there still third-party extension support somewhere? Yes. Kinda? Yes. There's still maybe a window that shows you the results from Google and other extensions. Okay. Well, yeah, it's built into the camera. Nice. Glowing Siri animation there, and they got rid of the separate UI for it.
It is better now because you can just take pictures of it and it just tells you what you're seeing. You don't have to be like, ask this company or ask that company. Like it just defaults to using Apple's thing when you just press, because the camera icon turns into the new Siri icon. And I had previously said that I thought that this would be the thing that people would be upset about, right? And I'm now unsure because it's very prominent, right? So if you want to get to any of the other photo modes, so portrait, spatial, or pano, you have to swipe past Siri.
Yes.
However, they have made the overall UI a bit better in the camera app because now you can just tap video or photo. You don't have to do the swiping anymore. Like they're always available for you to just tap between them, which I don't think it was as easy to do before. I don't remember. But I think the fact that really it's just portrait, spatial, and pano over there is like, I think that's fine. But it is very prominent, but it is also better. So maybe it won't be too bad after all. So my round 2 pick, Apple opens up to more third-party AI providers to be integrated into the system. I did not get this, and this is a big surprise. This seemed like something everyone was expecting, and Mark Gurman was reporting on this a lot.
What did you say in our group chat? You flew too close to the Gurman?
Yes, I absolutely did. However, I think what he saw was this. So, ChatGPT now in the operating system is called an extension. And if you go and dig into the settings enough, you can find the ability to turn ChatGPT back on. And it says, use extension.
Yeah.
And there is references, like Mark Gurman found this because John Gruber was calling him out. And he posted this to X. I had to log in to X to read this because they don't let you click images anymore. Unbelievable stuff they're doing over there.
Go buy their stock, though. No, don't.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess so. Maybe they'll make me buy a share in X just to be able to read an image. But there are references all throughout the system and in like privacy documents and probably in the terms of service to extensions. But it seems like a thing they have just not shipped. If anything, maybe it's just the way they keep the ChatGPT stuff in the system to like continue with their contractual obligation to them or something. Very odd. Don't know if this will change. I didn't get the pick, but like the extension system that Gurman spoke about seems to exist. Just nobody's using it.
It's in there. It seems like they're getting it ready. And I could see this being like a 27.1 thing, maybe at this point. But technically speaking, you don't get the point because it's not a public announcement. And there are just like, if there were code references, right, that could be acknowledged in public. And if anybody had managed to show a UI for, I don't know, Anthropic or Grok, whatever, being loaded in there, then I could have argued giving you the point, even though technically Apple did not officially announce it. But as it stands now,
it would be the publicly verifiable, right?
Yeah.
And I could make a real hard argument, but I'm not going to because I did say more third-party providers. So it's just interesting. Yeah. It's like this technology exists, but no one's using it and they're not promoting it. And I think really it is in their interest to never offer this because Apple should be good enough, right? Like that should be the goal. Like Siri AI should be so good you don't want to have another chatbot experience through Siri. But I also did find the UI, that one of the UIs that Mark posted, which is like if I tap the Ask Siri box when I'm in the app, I can choose ChatGPT instead. Like
wild place to hide a model switcher, by the way. Who taps the text field?
Because they don't want you to do it, right? Like for whatever reason, and it feels like they've kept this in maybe because they have to. Rather than because they want to, because they've built this whole system that they're not telling anyone about. So, very interesting.
They're probably waiting for their contract to run out. Didn't they launch ChatGPT integration like in October of 2 years ago? So it'd be funny. Like it'd be funny if the extensions come out in October 2026.
Or it'd be super funny if this just never ships.
Yeah,
out of the beta, right? Like it's just in the beta only, and then by the time it goes to the public release, this is all just gone.
Could be. There was a side bet here.
Yes.
I said
I owe you $5.
You do. I said Grok would not be included as an AI system extension option. You said it would be, so you owe me $5.
Yeah, how do I send this $5 to you?
Federico reflected on this while we were on our way to the talk show, and after he said it, burst out laughing, where I think he realized the ridiculousness of having this bet.
Yes, I had a moment of reflection of my own.
Yeah,
so
I'll
to
send you my
speak,
PayPal.
yes.
There you go.
Okay.
My round 2 pick was We See Lil Finder in some capacity. I came with receipts. Basically, Apple guy spotted this, and listener Corey wrote in, if you didn't catch it, Lil Finder was in the keynote, standing next to a MacBook behind Stacey Ford at the beginning of the design segment. However, it disappears during her second part. Clearly, Lil Finder was busy. He could only pop in for a second.
Yeah.
But
I
you
feel
can
like,
spot
you
him.
know, we could really rules lawyer this. Did any of us see this? No, we
No.
did not. And we never would have.
We see it now.
If we see it now.
Someone put
yes.
an orange circle around it.
There's no world in which I don't know how anyone saw this, right?
Yeah.
Like,
People-
how did anybody notice this?
People are tuned in, you know. It's
No, but they're not, because they're not watching the presenter. They're tuned out. They're just like looking around. I'm going to say it on this show too, right? I made this call on Upgrade and I'm making it here. Apple included what appeared to be a rush job of some pins for WWDC. It's a whole separate pin in different packaging to their other pins. Between this and putting it in the keynote, fully acknowledging the Finder mascot and everybody loves them, right? They created it, the community ran with it, and now they're like really going for it. You got to say a name, Apple. Give it a name, because everyone's arguing about the name now. Everyone's got different names for this thing. Just give it a name. If you want to call it Lil Finder Guy, I've heard of people at Apple calling it Lil Finder Guy. Call it Lil Finder Guy.
Yeah.
Call it the Finder mascot. Call it Findy.
Findy.
Don't call it Finn. I don't like that one.
No.
That doesn't make any sense to me. Call it Finder. Like, do whatever you want, you know? But give it a name. Like, you have to give it a name at this point.
Steven, how many dollars have I sent you?
let me check my email. Hang on.
50.
$5.12.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. You got an extra 12.
Hey man,
12.
inflation's out of control. We got to do what we can.
Just on the way, it went up 12
Okay, so the end of round 2, Federico has 2 points, Mike has 1 point, and I have 2 points.
Unbelievable. This is generational loss here.
The king has fallen.
To go into round 2 and not have 2 points. Oh my god,
Pretty rough.
That's rough.
terrible.
Oh.
Yeah. But get ready because it's going to get worse.
No, I can turn it around. I can turn it around. You don't know.
Yeah. Sure.
We know. All right, risky pick time, Federico.
Well, Mike goes first. Oh, no, I go
No,
first.
you go first.
I go first. Sorry, I was just distracted by all the color in
All the
Mike's
beautiful
pick.
color for mine.
Yeah, yeah.
A lot of red.
Okay. So I said the new Siri will be partially based on Google technology with 1. A model based on the Gemini 3.5 Flash family. 2. A translation layer, MCP or JSON, for app intents when the Google model is involved. 3. No thinking selector in the UI for users. Now, folks, let me tell you, that parenthetical saved me. So, number 1, I think this is wrong. Apple made it very clear that they're not using a Gemini model. And I tried asking around, I tried speculating about it on my own. What they're doing here, so we were convinced that this was going to be a white labeled Gemini model running on Apple's cloud. First of all, it's actually running on Google's cloud, especially the Cloud Pro that is running on NVIDIA architecture. But what I think we're looking at here is a distillation of Gemini. So it's a distillation of different Gemini models for different Apple models. This is not Gemini 3.5 Flash, so we cannot infer stuff like reasoning level or tokens per second, that kind of stuff, because it's an Apple Foundation model that's received some output from different frontiers Gemini models. Now, could it be argued that some of these models were distilled from Gemini 3.5 Flash? Maybe, but there's no way to verify. So in any case, it's wrong because it's not based on Gemini 3.5 Flash. It's based on a distillation of some Gemini frontier models, but that's not what I said.
Yeah, I think as well, like the distillation phrase, I think it is clear to us that they have distilled it.
Yeah.
Apple is not using that wording.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard them say trained on, used to teach, like words like
It's-
that.
Yeah.
It's not
But they've
even
clearly
fine-
used distillation. Like it's
Yeah,
clearly what they've
I
done.
I did some additional research on this. It's not even a fine tuning, which is a different thing from distillation, and you can tell because some of the, especially if you poke around with the Apple Intelligence report that I mentioned in the Pro Show, and if you poke around, they have a CLI now on macOS. You can just call FM for foundational model, and there's a pretty logo in the CLI. Very nice.
Wow,
But some of
that's cool.
Yeah. Everybody's doing the CLIs, man. I
Man,
told you.
CLIs.
But
More
even
like
if you poke
cool
around, like
LI. Cool.
Oh,
sure, Cupertino Li.
That joke was terminal.
Oh my God,
That's
it
brilliant.
keeps getting worse.
Brilliant.
No,
that was
but
brilliant.
really, if you poke around, like even some of the tokens that get sent, like that, they include stuff that would freak out a Gemini model. So it's not a Gemini model.
Yeah. Isn't it incredible that Apple paid $1 billion and they got to distill a foundation model? It's like the one thing nobody wants you to do.
Yeah, I mean,
Amazing stuff.
can you imagine? Like now that we know that this is what they were after, can you imagine when they approached Anthropic and they were like, "Hey, we would like to distill
yes.
Claude for $1 billion."
You know what? That's a really good point. That makes a little bit more sense now, right? As
Yeah.
to why, because I think Anthropic said at the time something along the lines of, like it was said, sorry, at the time.
In a
that
terrible blog
the
post, by the
financial
way.
model was not worth it, basically.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
this is obviously a big part of that. It's like they don't just want to pay us what we consider to be a small amount of money. They want to do that for the one thing we don't want anyone to do.
Yeah. Now, number 2 is where, we can debate this, but I'm bringing plenty of evidence. So a translation layer, MCP or JSON, for app intents when the Google model is involved. There's no MCP, there's JSON all over the place. My theory was, and it still stands, that if a model of any kind was to be involved with parsing app intents and entities, how do you exactly send that to a model? So I thought there's either going to be an MCP server or there's going to be JSON syntax, especially if you are distilling from a Google model that has built-in excellent support for JSON schemas. This is nowhere to be seen in the Apple official documentation or sessions or presentations, but it is publicly verifiable everywhere, including on your own device. By exporting the Apple Intelligence report, I can read you some strings if you want.
Nope.
Where they're saying there's literally a system prompt called entities that says all entities are what make up app intents, by the way. And they have a system prompt that says all entities must be wrapped in JSON. You need to return JSON to the model on device. There's a mention of JSON, I believe, in the State of the Union at some point that I sent to you guys. I'm just scrolling through our iMessage to find all the things where it was exposed.
I mean, I'm happy.
There's you can inspect in the tool calling, like if you open the report and you go to the model requests section, you can just see raw JSON on your phone for things like parsing messages from a contact on iMessage that gets wrapped in a message entity blob that gets sent to the model. Like it's all over the place. So I think my pick was correct in the sense that they needed to wrap this information up in some kind of data format, and they rightfully so, I would say, chose JSON. Now, number 3, no thinking selector in the UI for users. There is no thinking selector. Fun fact: both Cloud and Cloud Pro are reasoning models. They have different reasoning levels that never get exposed to users. So there's no UI for saying think harder or think less or don't think at all. This gets decided by the system orchestrator which is what it's called, I believe, on device, the Siri Agentic Planner. That's what makes the plan for, like, okay, is this a simple question? Can it be answered on device? Is this a system tool? Do I need to go off to the cloud? And if I'm going off to the cloud, do I need reasoning or not? Do I need cloud or Cloud Pro? Like the planner, or what Craig called the system orchestrator, is what makes these decisions. But you, the user, you don't see a thinking selector in the UI at all.
Yeah.
2 out of 3.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Which means what? 1 point?
1 point.
Okay.
Okay, so there was another side bet. Federico said you'd be able to prompt the new Siri to learn what model it is based on.
Okay, so far I haven't seen. I can go look again while you're doing the other picks. As of last night, I didn't see anybody successfully manage to jailbreak Siri and Apple Foundation.
For a reason I don't remember. That means you owe me $5 because I don't think I made this bet with you. I think you just said you'd give it to me.
I owe you $5.
Okay,
I also wanted to mention on the show that I tried this morning to ask Codex, like, how would you prompt Apple Foundation model to expose its own model flag? And I got flagged for a cybersecurity attack. So I archived that conversation.
Whoops. Whoopsie.
Yeah.
You're not worried about that?
No, it's fine.
Okay. Oh, okay then.
I mean, people do worse things.
That's true. What happens to them?
They get banned eventually. They get a warning first, multiple warnings actually, and then they get banned.
So try not to ask anymore.
Also, OpenAI, for looking at that, I didn't mean to do anything dangerous. It was just for connected the podcast.
Oh, it was OpenAI that gave you that warning.
Yes, Codex did. Codex flagged me.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like you if you think and there's a banner that pops up and says your request was interrupted as a potential cybersecurity attack. If you believe you are a cybersecurity researcher, you need to apply to the trusted program for cybersecurity researchers.
You believe? Is that like a belief? Like
I don't know if you claim you are. I don't know.
Do you believe to be one? All right, my turn.
Yep.
Apple unveils a standalone Siri app, which they absolutely did, and everyone, round of applause. You got it.
Yeah.
Great stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It will be available in the App Store.
Mm-mm.
There is currently no evidence of this.
No.
We'll see. This app does mysteriously show up on your device, which is weird. Like when you first start iOS 27, it's not there. And you kind of have to, well, at least it wasn't for me. Maybe it needed the region change stuff. It's very interesting. It includes an integrated storefront for downloading chatbot-style AI apps. Man, those extensions really, really bit me again. Oh, and here we go again. In this store, there will be AI extensions for non-chatbot-style apps. There's not even any point reading the rest of it. I didn't get any of this. This absolute strikeout. Every single point was wrong. Rough times for me. I really doubled down on those AI extensions, huh? It's like 3 separate picks.
Mm-hmm.
Rough.
So you lose
times.
a point here.
Yeah. Only one? I only lose 1 point?
Yeah.
That's not bad.
So you end up at 0 points overall so far.
Yeah. That's okay. I started the episode and ended the episode in the same place. With 0 points. I started with 0 points and I ended 0 points.
Yeah.
It's true.
Can I mention something potentially quite scary that I just did, like it was doing in the background? Now my mind is kind of blown at the moment.
Okay.
So this morning on Mastodon, I posted a screenshot, right? I talked about it in the pro show of a little local web app that I created to browse visually the Apple Intelligence report that you can export as a JSON file.
Yep.
And Codex put it together and it was nice, but there were a lot of like encrypted blobs of text, just gibberish, right? And so before starting the show, I actually started up Claude Fable 5, and I said, "Can you
I do not like where this is going.
Can you redesign this local web app? Give it a better design because Codex is terrible at front end." And I started doing the redesign. And then a few minutes ago, I remembered, and I said, while you're at it, figure out if you have a way to decode those blobs that are just gibberish at the moment in some of the prompts. And it did. and they say things like Google Compute Engine,
God.
Mountain View Container Optimized UEFI Platform Key,
Oh, Federico, you're
hold
doing
on.
cyber attacks again.
PCC Environment Production, it's called Cloudboard, it seems.
Cloudboard,
this app
of
is
course
called
they would call it that.
Cloudboard. I got a certificate out of it, and Anthropic just switched me from Fable 5 back to Opus 4.8, likely because it detected that I was doing some things with Fable 5.
You were doing cyber attacks, which is the
I
exact
didn't
thing
mean
that-
to. I
that
just
Fable is good
wanted
for.
to visualize the prompt.
You're about to, the police are coming.
Yeah,
to get you.
you're going to get a knock on the door.
Yeah.
What have I gotten myself into? This is just running locally. I'm not gonna share this. This is scary. Oh my
Yeah.
god. Okay.
Well,
Oof.
Okay.
Well,
great stuff.
all
Great
right.
stuff.
My risky pick. Apple announces a paid AI service. Point 1, it removes caps on Siri chatbot usage. We don't have details, but that's correct.
Yep.
Unlocks better image generation and image playgrounds. No evidence of that. And is not part of any existing Apple bundle. It is part of some iCloud Plus subscriptions. Again,
Yeah.
light on details at the moment. So I just got one of my 3 points right.
Yeah, it seems like at the moment, like they're not. It's not unlocking anything you don't have. It just takes away limits for the features.
Yes.
Right. So like even with image playgrounds, you'll only be able to generate an amount of images every day, and the photo editing stuff as well. Which I've played around with some of it, by the way, and it is unbelievably strange and powerful. The photo editing features. Like the images you get out of it look good, like the extending and the reframing and stuff. But obviously they're just putting things that don't exist. Like I took a picture of me and extended it, and it gave me legs when I like shorts, but I was not wearing shorts. I was wearing trousers. Or like there was an image of Adina and her arm wasn't in it, and I extended it, and it gave her an arm with an analog watch on it. Just like stuff like that, where it's like none of these, like you're doing your best and you're doing a very good job of like creating these very real looking images, but it puts things in that don't exist, obviously, and it's very clear. So very, very strange to try and unpack some of those things.
Yeah. So that leaves the end of the Rickies pretty clear. In third place, we have Mike with 0 points.
Congratulations.
In second place, I have 2 points. And our defending champion continues. Federico has 3 points.
He is, in fact, a very defending champion.
Congratulations,
Defended.
Federico.
Thank you.
Congratulations,
Thank you.
Federico.
I am pleased to continue my reign over you. I don't know, something like that.
Love
My
it.
chairmanship. I would like to thank all of my supporters, my family, and Apple for allowing me to get things right.
Remember, if you support Federico, you are supporting cyber terrorism, because that is what he's doing.
No,
Wow.
no.
He's doing
Wow.
cyber terrorism.
Can I give you another fun fact
Yes.
that I just discovered?
What else have you
Um,
been doing?
Fable was able to decrypt the servers that they're using, like the identifier of the servers. They have servers in Europe for this stuff. There's one called EU North. There's another called EU West in the Netherlands. There's one probably in Denmark. And all right, I'll shut up. I don't want to get myself in trouble.
Okay, you've said too much.
It's not surprising that they have servers in Europe, right?
To be fair, they are exposing this data for free to users. It's not my fault that a large language model can decrypt a file that you give me.
You don't have to ask, though.
That can be
That's
argued.
the semantics.
Exactly, thank you.
This episode of Connected is brought to you by Mercury Weather. Mercury Weather is a thoughtfully designed weather app that shows all the essential weather details at a glance. It is a gorgeous, colorful interface that dynamically adapts to conditions. So if it's a sunny day, you have a nice warm orange palette, and if it's a cold day, some icy tones come in. Mercury uses a glanceable chart layout to present hourly and daily forecast data in a way that feels intuitive right away. And is a really cool feature for frequent travelers. Mercury's trip forecast feature automatically shows the weather at your destination right in your daily forecast timeline. So you'll always see the weather for where you'll be, not just where you are right now. I want to come back to the design for a second. It's my favorite thing about Mercury Weather. Every detail has been considered and thoughtfully done, and I appreciate that about the apps that I use. And when the weather gets serious, Mercury offers storm and hurricane tracking with maps, live positions, forecast paths, cones, and intensity. Plus widgets so you can keep tabs on a specific storm or the closest one right from your home screen. Mercury Weather's gorgeous interface makes it a delight to check the weather every day, even on gray and rainy ones. And the app's business model is simple: no ads and no selling of user data. Mercury is available on the iPhone, iPad, Apple Watch, and Mac. You can download it and use the standard features for free and upgrade to Mercury Premium to unlock the others. Go to mercuryweather.app/connected to download Mercury Weather now. Use that link to let them know you came from the show. That's mercuryweather.app/connected. Try it out and get all the standard features for free. Our thanks to Mercury Weather for their support of the show and all of Relay. The Flexies is a game held after each edition of the Rickies. It consists of a series of additional picks in relation to the upcoming Apple event or year. Scoring is completed separately from the main game, but like the Rickies, the order of picks is set by the results of the previous game, and ties will be broken using Dice by PCalc. Please lie down as the rules are read. Host must make a minimum of 5 flexi picks. Each correct pick is awarded with 1 point. Wrong picks do not remove any points, and no partial points will be awarded. The winner is determined by comparing the percentage of correct flexis made by each host. The winner can use their chosen title as long as they are the winner. Federico should be named Prince Flexi and is known as King Flexi when having won both the keynote and annual games. Mike has chosen Duke of Flexington and uses the name Archduke Flexington when applicable. I'm your Attorney General Flexi, and I use the title Secretary of Deflex when necessary. Losers of the Flexis must compensate the winner of the Flexis by donating to a charity of the winner's choice. The amount of donation is $25 per wrong Flexi made by the loser, and the money must be donated on air. You may be seated. All right. I get to go first. I made 7 picks. Pick 1. iPadOS has no major new features unique from iOS.
I'm going to dispute this.
Okay, because I said no. So what do you got for me?
Wait, you said yes.
I said there are no new features.
Your point.
I graded
yes,
it.
Sorry,
correct.
I see. Sorry, yes.
Yeah, I'm going to mention major new features compared to iOS. First of all, the major needs to be debated. But I feel like the way the menu bar works now and the fact that you can have automations for the Magic Keyboard, those are major features alone for iPad users that deserve being considered major features unique from iOS.
Tell us about the menu bar. What is it doing?
You can pin it. You can make it persistent like on macOS, essentially. And it gets pinned and it gets left aligned in iPad. So it basically looks like macOS. So you can always show it. And if you don't, the other thing that they have is that regardless of the menu bar, they always show you the name of the foreground window in the status bar so that you can always tell which window is active by looking up at the app's name in the status bar.
Mike, I think this is up to you to call.
So, I think Federico made a point there that maybe swayed me, because these are not major, but he said for iPad users. And I think that kind of sways it a little bit more of like, are these major features? They're not major, right? But if you really care about the iPad, it is, especially the keyboard ones. So like you can set shortcuts automations based on when you attach and detach a keyboard. So I don't know. Well, Stephen, what do you think? I want to know what you think.
So my thought behind the word major was something structurally different about the way iPadOS works, right? Like,
Does the menu bar not count as that?
If it was new this year, I would say it counted, but making it persistent or having the app icon up there or the app name up there all the time, like that feels like iteration. But again, it's not up to me. My thought though was multitasking change, apps running all the time. That sort of like structural change that we've seen in previous years. So I leave myself up to you, but that was my
I
thought.
forgot to mention something else. There are also new shortcuts actions for controlling windows and restoring window placement. And you can actually put together shortcuts that reopen windows in one specific location of the screen. And there's also that. I'm just scrolling through my document that I have.
I really don't like being the arbiter of correct in this.
We can call up Jason if needed.
Yeah.
I would prefer to have someone not me
Okay.
make the decision.
Let me call Jason Snell with no warning.
Dude, I wonder how he will feel about that.
All
Oh,
right.
there's also iPhone app resizing. Thank you, Alex. I mean, how many do we need?
Yeah, so if you have an iPhone app on your iPad, you can resize it, right?
Yeah.
That's that.
Let me call
feature.
Jason. Let me call Jason in.
Okay.
I'm putting him on speakerphone.
You gotta
Nope.
leave him.
He sent me to voicemail.
It's just a voicemail.
He doesn't want to speak to you right now.
I guess not. So Mike, it's up to you.
No, it's not up to me. Why is it going to be up to me? Where's that in the rules?
Well, we. Oh, Jason Snell's calling me back.
Okay.
You're on speakerphone with Connected.
Hi there. I was listening to Connected, so I couldn't take your call.
Okay. So you know where we are.
Federico gets it.
Thank you, Jason.
All right.
Phew.
He says thank you. Awesome. Well,
Oh, I'm so pleased.
and he's gone.
Listen, answered the phone. I
don't know.
really didn't like
He
being
just
in
said
that-
Federico gets it. And
I
that's it.
really didn't like being in that position. So I'm so happy that you
Okay.
answered.
All right. Well, okay, it's wrong. Number 2, macOS 27.
You never heard someone. Okay, it's wrong. I guess.
It is what it is. Like I can't,
Uh-huh.
Jason
No, you
spoke.
got. Yep.
macOS 27 has some updated design elements.
Does it?
Yes.
It's in the keynote.
Yeah.
I can't believe that was in the keynote.
Yeah. And you know what? It looks better. Like the
Of course it does,
sidebar thing in particular is so much better. Have title bars having some background to them, and your buttons aren't just floating in space. It's better. Good job, Apple. Number 3, tvOS is mentioned. So I downloaded and transcribed the keynote
Wow.
to check this and check a couple of Mike's flexies. And tvOS was mentioned. Didn't get any time. We don't know what it's getting feature-wise, but tvOS was uttered.
What
Okay.
did they say?
It was in a list of when they were like listing out their operating systems.
Okay. I mean, he got
The
mentioned.
simplest.
Yeah.
It's like proof of life.
Uh-huh.
But that's what we're looking for.
That's right. iOS 27 has new lock screen customizations. I thought I had missed this, but there is an option now to take the time and put it up at the
Yes.
top of the screen, small next to the date.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, looks really nice.
It looks great, actually. I think that's how I'm gonna run. I really like it.
Yeah, I don't think this was in the keynote at all.
No,
But it was the thing that Underscore showed me.
Yeah.
I like the big time. What I'd hoped, which they didn't do, is that you would have more fonts for the big time, but they have not done that. It's still just the one font for the big, like the time that gets big, like and small and stuff.
yeah,
Which is a shame because I like that, but I'd like a different font.
yep. Siri and Spotlight merge at least in iOS and iPadOS.
Yes.
I think this is right. I think technically they're still kind of separate, but it's one user interface now.
I do think there's something weird about that because I believe Spotlight does not enable autocorrect. So you can kind of search for things. But then I'm asking Siri like sentence-long questions about autocorrect.
Oh my
on.
God. Yeah. Yeah, it's terrible.
And so
I-
I think they need to put autocorrect on
Yeah,
in Spotlight now.
absolutely.
I agree. I'm running into this all the time.
Yeah.
Number 6, Apple does not announce any video generation AI tools. Thank God. Number 7, Tim Cook has a moment of reflection.
Yep.
Oh boy, did it.
Did
Yeah.
also transcribed. I put it up on my blog, and you can read what he said.
So this is 6 out of 7.
It's 6-7.
6-7.
6-7.
What's
That percentage is 85.7%. So that's what someone has to beat.
Important.
okay?
Teachy.
Number 1, there will be an iOS feature to split bills with friends and family.
Yep.
Yes. Take a picture and split it. Number 2, John Turnus is seen on stage at Apple Park. Well, technically wrong. He was
Yep.
under the stage at the Tech Talk.
Yeah, we saw him off stage.
So I'm off stage.
He
Yeah.
knows
He was
Mike's
at the
name.
welcome dinner.
Yeah, he said
Um,
hi, Mike, to me, unprompted, which was
Yeah.
an emotional
we,
experience.
we had a moment with Mike. He said hi, Mike, and I was a little bit shy, so I didn't say anything. Because like they walked in. I wrote about this in my story. They
Beautiful,
walked
by
in.
the way. My
Oh,
word,
thank you.
people need to go read Federico's. I called it an essay because I think that was the best way to put
Thank
it.
you.
Beautiful.
Thank you. My mom called me this morning, said that she read it with Google Translate and she got emotional. So I was like,
It
"Oh
was
my
very
God."
good, Federico.
Oh, thank you.
So,
Thank you. And so Turnus walks in first and Tim Cook a few minutes later. And so you guys sort of all say hi. And I was kind of shy. I was like, I don't want to say anything. But then at the end of the talk, he turns and smiles at me and he's like, "Oh, good to see you, man." It's like, "What?"
mhm.
So that was cool. But he wasn't on stage.
No,
So
he sat in front of a stage, and Craig introduced Tim Cook, and I didn't like the introduction that Craig gave for Tim Cook. I've heard some people say they like it, and I don't know if I was just interpreting it differently.
What'd he say? Because I wasn't there.
So he was saying, like, we're at such a pivotal point right now. Like, I'm really paraphrasing, but it was along the lines of like, we're all developers, you're all developers, things are changing in a big way for us. No one knows where we're going to be this time next year because Tim Cook is retiring. Like, to me, it sounded like he was gearing up to and was referencing the way that AI is changing code.
Yeah.
Like, it was a lot of that kind of thing. And I think it was a joke that he made. It's like, oh, no, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about Tim Cook. But I've heard many people be like, what a sweet, touching tribute to Tim. It's like, but I don't think that that's what he was doing.
I think he was trying to be funny.
I think he was trying to be funny. And I didn't like that because I thought that he was gearing up to say something along the lines of, but at Apple, like, we're here for you. We believe in developers. Like, that's what I thought he was going to say. But instead he was like, Tim's retiring.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I thought it was pretty weird.
Okay.
But very Craig-like to make a joke like that,
Sure.
to be
Yeah.
honest.
Number 3, the new Siri replaces Spotlight for command space activation on iPad. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4, tab bars are subtly redesigned on iOS once again.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Going back to the unified tab bar.
And they look different.
Yeah.
Right? Like, that's what I think they put a lot of work on Liquid Glass into tab bars and stuff.
Number 5, the new Siri is based on a dual LLM architecture on device and in the cloud.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Number 6, there is a feature to create wallpapers with AI. Yeah, you
Yep.
can on the lock screen. I think it's an image playground.
So that gives you 5 out of 6,
4.
83.3%.
Okay. Damn it. Okay.
So
All right.
still ahead.
My turn.
Okay.
Some hardware is announced.
Oof.
Nope.
I didn't really think this was going to happen. It was just purely against Steven.
Yeah.
Because I think he stole my no hardware pick. That's what I'm going to say. Google, Anthropic, and OpenAI will all be said aloud in the keynote.
So
If only you said so too.
if only you
Or
said
just
so
said
too.
shown, because they were all the companies, their names not, but their products were all shown in a slide, but they
Yeah.
weren't
So
said.
according to the transcriptions, Google was said out loud in the keynote, but all 3 were named at the platform State of the Union. So close, but not quite there, buddy.
So 3, a Formula One car appears at some point in the keynote. I might be right in the same way that the little finder guy, you know what I mean? It's like there could be one somewhere, but like whatever. Tim says that one of the best parts of his job has been to enable so many developers on the App Store. He basically said that.
Yes.
Tim hands over to John Turnus and they close the event together,
You had a whole romantic scene in
Yeah.
mind for this.
waving and all
Yeah.
that stuff. Apple makes a big focus of on-device AI, which they did.
Yeah.
So I got 2 out of 6 for a grand 33.3%. I have the best sounding score, but the worst performing score.
33.3.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's $25 per wrong pick.
Oh, crap.
You have 4 wrong picks.
I forgot
Yeah.
about the money.
So
I forgot about the money.
I will put this
Okay.
link in Discord. You're going to be sending $100 to the Southern Environmental Law Center.
Okay.
They work on environmental issues across the American South.
Okay.
So after all of that, none of our titles change. Federico
Wow.
is still the keynote chairman, and I am still the winner of the keynote flexies.
Everything has to change for everything to remain exactly the same.
Wow.
I feel like there should be some kind of like punishment for the situation I find myself in, which is to lose both.
You're the double
You
loser.
know?
Yeah.
Like it's
Oh,
pretty
do you want
bad.
punishment?
Like
Do
maybe
you
my
want
name
punishment?
just is not said in the introductions anymore.
Holy
I'm
smokes.
just removed.
What's what's happening, Steven?
Inclement weather, a flash flood warning is in effect for your area till 2 p.m. This is a dangerous
Oh.
and life-threatening situation.
Who is this
What?
for everyone or just for you?
Just for this area. It's been raining really hard during the recording. And
Okay.
Okay,
anyways.
better wrap it up because Steven needs to flee to shut
that was my beta phone. I need to make sure that doesn't happen again.
Get your buckets ready.
Get your buckets ready. All right. Well, that's WWDC, but we got a whole summer of stuff. We'll be checking on betas.
I believe it's called Summer of Fun.
Summer
in
of
fact.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a completely original idea.
Yep.
If you want to find us throughout the summer of fun, you can find
I'll keep
Federico.
doing that.
At-
it's just IP theft now.
Federico's at macstories.net. Your team totally killed it all week. Like
Thank you.
the overviews
you.
were great. Your piece, Mike mentioned it. It's really good. Like everyone should
Thank
go
you.
read that. And we'll be checking in with you over the summer as you guys are working on reviews.
Yeah.
You can find Mike across a bunch of shows here at Relay. Y'all recorded Upgrade on Monday live in
Yep.
Apple Park. Your part 2 of Design by California is out. You can go check that out too. Talking about the Apple II. And
Designed.fm. Go back to Kickstarter campaign.
that's right. Go back
Mhm.
it. I did. I backed it on day 1.
Thank you so
I
much.
still have to, by the way. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You can just be one of the people that comes in right at the end, Federico. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I've made my donation, by the way. I'll send you a screenshot.
Thank you. Thank you. And you write at theenthusiast.net. You also wrote about WWDC.
I did.
I'm the Attorney General Flexi. It feels pretty good. You can find my writing at 512pixels.net. I wrote about stuff all week. I got some more coming, so go check that out. If you like Connected, you like what we do here, and you want more of it, you can become a member and get Connected Pro, which is the longer and ad-free version of the show that we do each and every week. This week, Federico spoke a lot about how his shortcut CLI work shapes up against apples and how y'all solved a lot of problems in the same way, which is probably a great feeling, right? It's like, oh, I did what a whole team of smart people did, which is very cool.
I wasn't totally stupid. That's
That's not what I'm saying. You know, like
no. I'm saying that.
yeah. It's a cool reinforcement that you were on the right track.
Yes.
You know,
Oh,
you are
wasn't a
smart
little
and
Dumbo.
you are a smart and capable developer.
It would be a catastrophic error if you were wrong.
That's right. You can leave us feedback. There's a link in the show notes for that as well. We are going to be working out some sort of bonus pick situation. The previous system didn't work, so we removed it. If you have suggestions or other suggestions on how to spice up this game, let us know. Or anything else you want to tell us, drop us a note. I'd like to thank our sponsors this week for supporting the show. They are Fitbod and Mercury Weather. And until next week, guys, say goodbye.
Arrivederci.
Cheerio.
Bye, y'all.